It's 2:22 right now. It's 2:22. Hold up, I gotta take a screenshot of this. Oh my god, it's 2:22 on 2:22:22. Come on, flip. What's going on? Gosh, this phone. Come on, man. I'm too high, hot air balloon. Except I'm not hot at all. Alright, you know what? I got a screenshot before. It's 2:22, man. I'm just like, whoa. Whoa. Yo, yo, yo. What up, 208? It's 222. Yeah, yeah, exactly. You're here with me at this moment. I had to put on the retro, I had to put on the outer space shades. You know what I'm saying? I had to go outer space for a second. Hit that like if you like the shades. But yeah, man. Wow. It's 2:22 on 2:22:22. It's too many twos, and there's 2 people watching, and I got 2 likes. I mean, bro, hold on, let me screenshot that. If that ain't the organic matrix, bro. If that ain't the organic matrix, I don't know what is. So, what up, brother? Cuts? Yeah, so my 2 dogs, Cuts and 208 in the building right now. Let's see who's live. Let's see who's live right now. I'm just curious. I know Bro Sanchez is live with his silly ass. Oh my gosh. You know, I appreciate some of what he brings to man, it's just so funny. 2 likes and 2 watching. Oh my god, I just saw 222. I'm gonna have to screenshot this again. Hold on, because it's about to hit 2 minutes and 22 seconds that I've been streaming. Man, and I'm really obsessed with these numbers. Really am living a binary life here. Hold on, almost there. Except it's not 222, it's 224. Alright, I think I got it. Oh my gosh, man. Today's going to be powerful. It's a powerful day for manifesting, you know. It's a powerful day for you know, affirming and anchoring in things that we got to be careful. We got to be careful what we say today. Got to be careful not to say anything like I am this or that, unless it is I am happy, healthy, successful, wealthy, and free, and things of that nature. Because I feel like today's a really powerful day for manifesting, you know, so man, I think I'm gonna get out some tinctures. Let's see. I'm not trying to go to sleep just yet, but maybe take some zeolite. Maybe take a little get some parasites out just in case there's any archonic you know, parasitic entities trying to steal my thunder. I don't need the Valerian yet. You know, it makes you wonder, right? Parasites, are they, you know, are we not paying attention enough to the microcosm, to the micro, you know, are we not paying attention enough to what's inside, to what's at a much, wow, I look like a damn fool, but look at that, come on, look at that, I gotta screenshot that, dude, come on, man. Oh my god, man, what's wrong with my tongue? What the fuck? Alright, anyway, I don't know what that is. Neuralase, hive mind graphene interface, that looks interesting. But yeah, I want to see who's live right now besides me. How do I do that again? Oh, up here, maybe, yeah. Let's see here. Come on, baby. It's got to be somebody live besides Bro Sanchez talking all like this and like that and like this. And I'm not being racist or anything like that. I appreciate a lot of his stuff, but he's very silly a lot of the time. And man, come on. I'm just trying to see What's live? Like, am I that challenged? I probably am. It's probably all the way down here. Yep, there it is. Okay, all right. That wasn't too bad. But yeah, y'all, I should have been spending my day like trying to figure out this new channel that I'm starting, because I'm starting it today, Pineal Power, and I still am not totally sure of what I want on the channel. I'm thinking, like, what would make it really on point is if it's specifically about, all things pineal gland related. So it doesn't have to necessarily be about just pineal gland health and how to maintain, decalcify the pineal. It could be like, I could have like that one stream Zach did on the pineal gland, that was like a hour or two long, and all the symbolism in the Vatican and the court of the pine cone and all that. And just all kinds of, oh, look at this, talking about Chesley Christ, who I think Zach just covered, who passed. Damn, she looks nice. But yeah, let me see what's up with the chat. Too many twos. It's like this and like that and like this and yeah. Yep. So let me see who's live. It doesn't look like anybody, but yeah, man, you got a 208 in your name too, man. I mean a 2, my bad. 2. And 2 times 4 is 8. Simple math. All right. But yeah, man, you're young, you're youngin', right? You're still in your teens, right? Because I'm coming up on the next decade, man, and it's just crazy to think, like, man, just like crazy to think that high school was over 10 years ago. Because, man, it sure doesn't feel that way sometimes. The way, yeah, 18. That's what I thought. Where are you at? What state are you at? And do you know Jesuit World Order News 2.1 or whatever his channel is? Because I think y'all are both around the same age, and I know that you guys are both around a lot, and you guys both have wrenches. You're both mods on the channel. So close that pop-up right there. But here's proof that I have been looking into, I have been trying a little bit, yeah, I watched a little bit of the Bali Decode earlier on Bart's channel. Did a little breath work thing, yeah, and then Zach's stream earlier. I only watched the very end, last like 30 minutes, and then a little bit of the beginning. But yeah, he was getting on Logan a little bit there. Possibly rightfully so, but oh wow, you're in Idaho. Wow, brother. Okay. Does he have a channel and post? I don't really know. The only reason I ask really was just because I know that you're both, up and coming and new to this. Still pretty new to this. I mean, I'm new to this realm too, man. Anyone who's still 100 or less years old is very new to this realm, whether or not they realize it or not. But I think that we could be living hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years easily. But they got us thinking that 78 years old is old. And that's around the time that most people should be leaving this realm, when in reality, okay, it doesn't look like anything worthwhile is live. But maybe, see, this is something I learned recently, right? Say I just type in like 222, right? And here we go again. I got 2 people watching with 2 likes. But yeah, 222 is a great day for manifesting, but why wait? So this is what I realized, though. Oh, come on. Why you got to do the duck lips? If I go to filter, right? And I don't do this a lot, but I could see what is live right now. Let's see if it shows me. Oh my gosh, look at that. Maybe there's an algorithmic thing there, like it's recommending me to myself though, because it knows, maybe there's there's one way to find out. I got another tab open, right? Let's see. I got another tab open. This will be amazing because this tab's on private right now. If I show up on my own, this is how I'll know. This is how I'll know. In which case, if I do show up, I'll be surprised if no one stumbles on my channel, because you would think somewhere out there in the world, someone would be looking up also right now 2/2/22 and changing it to live only. You would think in a world of almost 8 billion people, you would think, whoa, look at that. Whoa. Is it the reflection in the reflection of my... Okay, I'm done. My bad. Acting like I'm on DMT, but I'm not. All right. I mean, I am on DMT, but not like... It's all natural. It's coming right out the brain. Let's see here. Am I signed into an account already? That's the question. Oh, yeah, I know about the beginning of your Bali stream. Yeah, that's right. That was your beat. Yeah, that was hard. That was hard. So, you're not the first in the gematria community to make some dope beats. Like, first was Bryson, and then Bryson kind of cleared it, man, and it's kind of unfortunate to see. But, like this is what they recommend. Come on, man. All right, let's see. 2/22/22. Come on, baby. I got faith. See, okay, so it's recommending me the same top 2 videos. Look, I'm not even signed in right now, okay? I'm not even signed in. Let's see if this works. If this works, then the world is... Oh my gosh. That's real? This is really happening. This is really happening right now. See, so even though there's only 2 people watching, what better number than 2 on Tuesday, 2/22/22 on a stream that started at 2:22. Wow. While there's 2 people watching with 2 likes. I mean, just, dude, amazing. Amazing. And that's not the algorithm working in my favor. That is because I'm the only person live streaming right now. Well, no, there's someone else right here. So why am I the first above this stream that's got 10 people watching? That's got 5 times as many people watching. CNN. What in the fucking world, dude? Do I want to click on this? No, I don't. I don't even want to click on it. I don't even want to. See, now this looks better. Meditation, portal, law of attraction, also known as the law of magnetism. Should be referred to as the law of magnetism. National Spay and Neuter Day? Okay. Remember who you really are. 2,222 hertz, 222 hertz, 20 hertz, and 2 hertz. Soul Connection. Collective Message by Baldy Intuition. Please take this reading as it resonates, as everybody's situation will vary. I hope my reading was able to help you to find the clarity. Let's see what else we got here. I should have a description. I don't have any description on my stream. But my idea with the glasses, right, was that it was going to be zoomed in and just be right here. Just on like 2 eyes. But I'm really seeing with 1, if you know what I'm saying. That one right there. That one right there. Right in the middle. But let's see if there's anything worthwhile. Collective Message. Maybe I'll check that out. But I'd rather I'd probably rather click on Bro Sanchez's stream, to be honest. So you got all these girls streaming. I don't know what special date. Hey guys, welcome to my channel for today's blah blah blah. I don't know if I see anything worthwhile right now. Then again, someone would say the same thing looking at my video, right? And what am I streaming about right now? So how about I'll ask you guys, what should I make a focus of my new channel? Because I don't necessarily want to focus specifically or exclusively on gematria. I want to have a broader, I would love to touch on gematria here and there. But considering the name of the channel is going to be Pineal Power, I want it to be about pineal gland health. I want it to be about pineal gland, decalcification. I want to bring awareness to the pineal gland and it being the stargate, of the soul, the stargate, our inner stargate, our interdimensional portal to all things, period, inside of our head. I think that we literally have the universe right inside the center of our head. And that is why there's an all-out assault on it. Because when people, I don't like to say awaken, because we're not an awake, but not at a funeral, not mourning anything, but when we awaken to that, a lot of the control systems and mechanisms that are in place kind of fall away. So let's see what this collective message is about, because, wow, one watching. Well, now there should be two. I'll just leave a little love here. I don't know who this is. Oh, I got to sign in, though, because I'm on a private tab. Let me go back to the other tab.
Yeah. You deserve sugar, not salt.
Whoa, what?
These people knew what they were doing. These people knew what they were doing. You could have had an evil mother, evil
What
queen,
is this sound?
evil stepmother, evil mother. Either way it goes.
Sheesh. I don't know what that sounds about. But yeah, you said what happened to Bryson. Well, Bryson kind of backed out, and he's dope. Drive safe. Happy 2/22/22. Manifest good things. Oh, Choosy Heretics choose Carnation Revolution now. What's up, brother? I have seen you around, and I have seen some interesting comments that you've left and some wisdom and whatnot. And thanks for, glad you found me, man. I'm guessing maybe you found me from some interesting comments that I've left around the interwebs. What is this? What am I looking at right now, man? Is this some weird tarot? Like, what is this? Remember to practice self-love. Okay. Listen to this sound, bro.
And that is just it. We are not about to sit here and be nobody's punch bag, so they can let that go. Empowerment. We are finding our true selves, and we are being true to ourselves.
I like what she's putting up. I like what she's saying, but her sound is all jumbled up. Dropping her cards. But what's up? I was looking at the clock at 2:22. Of course you were, man, because you're aligned with the divine at all times. I am aligned with the divine at all times, feeling sublime. Oh, for Christ's sake, if you want to relieve people's misguided false perceptions of powerlessness, you tell them about Rome and then about Carnation Revolution of Portugal 1974. Boom, done. I'm going to call you Choosy for short. Do you know about gematria? Yeah, people call me Choose, either names for educational purposes, obviously. I've been a 24/7 Carnation Revolution advocate and virtual roadside attraction for close to 4 years, putting serious time in the chats and comments, mostly trying to fill the gap. Sounds like she's talking from her esophagus. Yep, a little bit. I like what she's putting up there, though. But let's see if I could hit the like. I don't think I can because I got to be signed in, and I'm on a private tab, so I'm going to just get out of here. But that's cool, man. I went here to, just out of curiosity. I went on a private tab just to see, to make sure, on a tab where I'm not signed in, to see if I type in 22222 and sort it by live, if I'll show up. And sure enough, I'm the first one. I'm the first one. Even though I only got 100 subs, and even though there's only 2 people watching, well, now there's 3. But, I just got to see what this is about here. Why am I showing up above a stream with 10 viewers, with 12 now? Oh my God, it's just CNN. What is wrong with the world, my friends? What is wrong with the world? Someone decided to make a channel just to mirror the biggest propaganda wing in the world. I mean, all mainstream media is propaganda, right? But I just always have felt that this one, this Chinese news network, this communist news network, whatever you call it, this clown news network, cable news network, I think is what it actually stands for. What's the difference? Clown, cable, I mean, wow. How come CNN are so misinformed, uninformed? So was that just a Freudian slip there? Misinformed is the real disinformed. There's a difference, right, between disinformation and misinformation, right? And uninformed, right? I mean, they're all different. But this right here is, well, I guess misinformation and disinformation you can kind of say they're the same, but disinformation, that I feel that's what propaganda, really is disinformation, throwing you off the track, leading you astray by design. Let me just get off this before I catch a virus by watching it, before I catch a fucking flu of some sort. Freaking probably frequencies being broadcast. Oh, there's 222. Man, I missed the screenshot of 22 minutes and 22 seconds on this stream, and it's 2:44. You know what? Maybe I can. Nope, I can't. You know what? It's all good. I'll have time later. I don't have to take so many screenshots. I'm so obsessed with the timestamps. I must have 1,000 things in my gallery with timestamps. But let's see. How about if I type in conspiracy? Let's see what's live right now. Live harmonic tremors from the volcano in Iceland. Huh. Okay then. Conspiracy hostile? He said, she said. Do you ever wonder which president won by 99%? Uh-oh. Sounds like we got a Trumper. Someone who doesn't realize the left and the right are the same damn thing. 2 wings of the same damn bird. What is all this? British-led conspiracy against indigenous Nigeria. Okay. That sounds like something of actual substance. Somewhat. Amazing Facts TV. What happened to the gifts of the Spirit after all the apostles died? Oh, Celebrate Truth. I'm subscribed to this channel, I believe. I believe they're kind of largely a flat earth kind of centered channel, which I don't tend to care to study so much shapes and whatnot, but I don't think we live in a flat or a round earth. I don't even think the earth's real, to be honest, if you want me to be completely honest. I think nobody knows. Well, I shouldn't say nobody knows, but I have a feeling humans have never physically gone anywhere outside this, I think the firmament might be a real thing. I think we might be in some type of closed system, but I don't really know at the end of the day, and that's kind of the way I just feel. That I don't care. I don't mind saying that I don't know. A wise man once said, "I know I am wise because I know nothing." But look at that. 444 likes, 88 watching on 2/22/22. Do you think that's the organic matrix at play? Or do you think that's YouTube? You know, what is it? Because that to me right there, 88, 444, you know, 2/22, 22. I mean, I don't know, guys. I don't know, but that's interesting. I mean, you see how it's just not changing either? You know it should go up or down one. You know the likes should. Let's see if I like it. And then I refresh the page. Let's see. Let's see if it's just still 444 anyway. Because then maybe I'll feel like it's YouTube, you know, manipulating and or not necessarily YouTube, but you know, technology, whatever, manipulating and skewing reality.
Just compare one and the same. Some people might think I'm being a little bit.
What's going on? What's going on? He looks like he's exposing NASA, though, which, you know, admittedly, I mean, anyone who thinks that NASA is legitimate, I mean, is a clown. They probably also think, you know, CIA, FBI, NSA, you know, DARPA, DOD is legit. Or any governmental agency. Come on, man. Come on, man. Who do I sound like? I'm trying to sound like Biden, but trying to sound like Robotoid Man. Oh my god. Great movie. I'll put the volume on 22 there. Oh, there you go, 208. There you go, buddy. Yes. That's my man right there. That's my man's. All right.
Over the last year or so, there's been a lot of
I like it, bro.
discoveries in movies when it comes to flat Earth.
How about this right here? How about this? Hashtag OKC April
This movie called The Ming Hack,
19.
starring Bam Margera.
How about that?
Take a look, and you're going to see in this classroom as a teacher speaking
I
to a
believe
student. He's talking about education.
learn
What do you see right behind him? Take a look at exactly 11:33.
Traditional
scholarship. You were the worst example of an education.
Oh, come on, you misspelled me though. You misspelled me. There's no Z. Try again. Amber, come on, babes. What you doing there?
There's your flat Earth model.
What you doing there,
Flat
huh?
Earth map. And what does it say right above?
All right, let's
it?
take some parasite tincture.
101. For those that claim to be awake and believe in the ball.
I'm gonna go in that CNN chat to spread gematria knowledge. Come do it with me, Sean. Oh, okay. Well, look, how about we stick here? Why? One, because it's a truther channel. More people will be apt to look at it in the first place. And there are way more people in here. I mean, there's already been almost 500 in here. Almost 100 watching right now.
You can't take that step further and see what's taking place.
How about
half awake at best.
shout out?
Science 101. Complete mockery.
Shout out. Shout you out right back.
Just like all the puppets in the game displaying the Masonic sign.
I used to like Bam Margera too, man. I used to wear his shirt in high school. Middle school. When I used to skateboard.
He has a skeleton glove. So take it a step further. Also, of course, the devil horns. All about
Why can't I tag you, brother?
Dual symbolism.
There we go.
To show the skull and bones. For those who might not understand this.
Okay.
The Secret Society
322.
of Yale, George Bush and John Kerry attended. For those that haven't seen my previous video showing the flat Earth model, hidden in plain sight as always in movies and TV.
12 Monkeys. Oh, here we go. What do we got from 12 Monkeys?
Like I've stated many times, truth in movies, comedy, and TV shows.
This guy says Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life.
The King
John
of Queens,
14:6.
starring Kevin James. Just take a listen.
You know,
Kevin
I
James
think I
says
have
during
read
these
the book of
segments,
John. I don't know
he
what
mentioned
John
basically of the
14:6
flat
is, but
earth
just out of
with the dome
curiosity,
above
let's
it.
see here. I think I got the all truthful New Testament. Got this from when I had to do a little bit of time, so I figured I might as well read
And there you
something.
go. Kerry can't know about the dome, which is a reference to the masses. Basically,
Had to do a
we're not
little bit of
supposed to
time
know
for
about the dome.
some bullshit, because you know certain plants are illegal, believe it or not.
You gotta share this big spinning
But
rock. More mockery.
let's see if it's something about the flat Earth. Let's see here. What was it again? John 14:6. I mean, I'm just curious. I don't read the Bible.
More of the same.
It's been a long time since I've even visited any. Well, I shouldn't say a long time. Every now and then I'll kind of. Let me see something here. Yale graduated 1968 from Yale. That class had 911 people. I think you meant Bush graduated 1968 from Yale. Oh, yeah, there. I see you got it on the next message. Okay. That class had 911 people. 1968 was also the year that 9/11 was made the emergency dialing code and was the year World Trade Center construction began. Coincidence? No. Very nice, brother. Very nice. You're learning at a young age. You know, that's a beautiful thing, man. And just to add here, I could just add
for a
to that.
useful idiot is Kevin James. Before playing the clip, just take a look.
Just to
His t-shirt
add
of course, he's just
to
an actor.
your
The lines are given to him. His wardrobe is given to him.
very
Again, nothing more than a useful
worthwhile
idiot. You see, 1969. This is a reference to the year
info.
of the moon landing, which is, of course, a hoax. Now take a listen.
1968
There you go.
was
More of the same.
also
For reference, I'm going to play some previous
year
videos on the flat Earth with the dome above us.
that
How obvious can it be? A lot of people are in denial. Of course they are.
coronavirus
They've been programmed for 30, 40,
was
50,
termed.
60 years to believe lies. It's very hard to change.
Sorry, was coined.
And once you're programmed, I understand that. Understand, for those that are new to the concept, all these
I'll say
teachers,
/termed for anyone who's
elementary school, middle
confused.
school, high school, college, universities, they never been in
And
space. They never saw the ball Earth from space.
the year,
They were just relying on NASA and trusting NASA.
or better yet, I'll put it this first, was
They're telling the truth.
1968 was also the year that 2001
Not first-hand knowledge whatsoever. This is how
a
the government,
space
not just the
odyssey
U.S. government, all these governments are working together to deceive the masses. We might ask, why
was
would they lie
released.
to us about living on a ball Earth when we actually live on a flat Earth with a dome? And as I've stated in previous videos, it's all about supporting the theory of evolution. So everything has to coincide with the school books. Can't teach evolution and teach at the same time that we live on a
Yeah,
flat Earth
not the
with a dome.
coronavirus.
That would obviously mean that there is a creator, which there is, of course. I found this pretty interesting with Leonardo DiCaprio meeting up with the Pope, talking about the environment. This is the interesting part of it. They're looking through a book.
Let's see what John
Leonardo
14:6 is.
DiCaprio
I'm just
mentions
curious.
the flat Earth. I mentioned many times.
See if it's even anything of
These
any
events are scripted
correlative
before it airs on
value.
TV. They know what's going to take place. It's discussed.
Because this guy's got a wrench.
All of them.
Who said that? So it
Yeah,
makes you
this is-
wonder.
Pushing the flat Earth to mainstream, putting it in the mind subconsciously.
Don't automatically think that anyone who
Of this clip,
cites scripture is necessarily lost in religiosity per se.
.com
By any
website.
means, I mean, there are many people who
The full video. Take a look at it. I'll just play a little bit of it.
know a thing or two, who are avid Bible scholars, so to speak. John 162. Okay, so look at that, how I opened to page 119 just on accident. Incredible how that works.
Earth was still flat. Earth was still flat.
I just saw this music video by Owl City. The name of the song is titled Fireflies. Like I mentioned many times.
Wow, that's a throwback song right there.
In the music industry,
Could be mine,
actors,
10 million fireflies.
the lyrics for the song, the music videos are not your creation. You don't have creative control.
Alright, let's see.
That's by
14.
those that from behind the scenes. To show the flat Earth with the dome symbolism hidden in plain sight.
Really? Did I really just spend all that time just to realize
Right here, the side angle, the
that
fish
it's
tank with the dome globe.
Jesus said to him, I am the way, and the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. Like the most repeated phrase ever, the one that he typed out. He didn't even need to cite the...
Type speak, fishing net.
Maybe I just am missing something, you know? But I just, from what I understand, you know, Jesus is like this...
In the middle.
I guess it's, you know, someone will say that's all the manipulation and alteration that's been done to the image of Jesus, you know, but that Jesus is kind of like the typical image of Jesus is this white man, you know, it's essentially white supremacy in an image. But, you know, the Council of Nicaea and let me just ask this guy. Let me see if I still have it as a copy paste from an earlier stream actually.
Of lies, basically, what I believe it's all about.
Oh no, I got a different copy paste. And good God, don't even get me started on the genocide jab. Hashtag Depop shot, the culling, eugenics, transhumanism. I'm gonna take that one out.
Trillions and trillions of gallons of water are sticking to the bottom, sticking to the side. Completely ridiculous.
Oh, okay. Oh, we got another comment from 208. This is great. So first, 208 said that Bush graduated 1968 from Yale. That had a class that had 911 people. 1968 was also the year that 9/11 was made the national emergency dialing code, and was the year that the World Trade Center construction began. Coincidence? No. Which, of course, you know, anyone who thinks it is would have to be pretty lost in the sauce that is cognitive dissonance and utter lack of critical thinking skills and, you know, sheepified mentality. But so I said, just to add to your very worthwhile info, 1968 was also the year that 2001: A Space Odyssey was released, and that the coronavirus was coined or termed. And 208 said, that's Mr. 201. Because it was showing Mr. Pope before. Mr. Poop. This guy right here. Let's see if we got him over here. Let's see if we got him over here. Where you at, Mr. Poop? No, not you, Osama bin Biden. Get this, right? Obama and Biden. Osama bin Laden. Think of the letters. And, bin, Laden, Biden, Obama, Osama. I mean, could it get any more obvious that they're playing a big old joke on you? But where is the poop? No, not that guy. No, not David after Dentist. Hold on a second. Where is... There he is. Look at that. Look at that good old gent there. I mean, what a beauty. You can't say that's not a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful reptilian. I mean, come on. Look at that reptile, man. I mean, jeez. Gosh, you know, I think I'm going to keep this by my bedside. Get a bottle of KY, maybe some tissues. And, you know what? Here, let me put some drops. Let me put some parasite drops on there. Hold on a second. Maybe I can like, exercise this reptile. Let's see here. Yeah, let's just get the parasites out of there. That's, there we go. That's good. You rub it in there. There we go. Good stuff. All right.
Always the occult. There's always a hidden story behind all these.
Let me catch up on chat here.
You have the dome over the flat Earth. And you
read
have
that
the sun
script, Barbie.
In plain sight.
I appreciate the gematria of people, but I've also found them to be less than solution-oriented, which is disconcerting. Zach is interesting, but I'm not a sports fan, and he puts me to sleep. Yeah, the sports stuff totally turns me off too, brother. I hear you on that. I hate sports. Unless I'm playing them, I have no interest in them.
his
But,
sequel as well over the flat Earth. I
Italy's
just saw this video
Zach.
on the Movie Matrix channel. I'll include a link to his original video.
Let me see what he
in the
said.
description
Italy's
box below
Zach
this
took a
video.
minute to reply
Find it
to
very
me to
interesting.
tell him to
He
stop
referenced the
leaving.
flat Earth in a 1960 movie titled Inherit the Wind.
I don't know what you meant here.
Nothing
Italy's
new under the sun.
Zach
That stays so many times.
took a minute to
Truth
reply
in
to me to
movies,
tell me to stop
lies in the
leaving him
news.
on. Link comments. He's
Interesting
straightforward.
enough,
At least
in
Zach
Spanish,
replied to me. He's
man is
gonna.
holding his
He's got his
compliment
his
of
niche.
Mason's
Indeed.
funeral parlor.
It's good to have a
There's
niche, you
little
know.
reference to those
In a lot of
behind the
ways.
scenes. Full
Can
discretion.
focus on one
Take a
thing.
look.
That's something I have a problem with, is focusing on one thing. And he's got his kind of squirrely, illogical reasons not to call for Carnation Revolution. Well, I got to look more into Carnation Revolution, my friend, to be honest, because my knowledge on it is very limited. Let's go into a stream chat together and wake people up. Okay, well, I'm behind, so let me catch up. I'm over 15 minutes behind. Let me read all these messages here. Everybody's got their reasons. The most fashionable one is that they're afraid of the military, afraid of the uniforms, never mind logic or what is proven to work in history and what is not. Ah, okay. So I think I like what you're getting at here, brother, because I'm all about burning stuff down, and I don't mind. At the same time, I'm all about Buddhism and whatnot. But I'm also about burning down some towers. I'll burn some towers down any day. I'll borrow stuff, if you know what I mean by borrow stuff, from a big box store any day. Big corporations, I don't feel any guilt from borrowing from. Jesuit order supremacy, Jesuit order fascist supremacy, even more specifically, is the problem. It's the Knights of Malta and the Knight of Malta founded intelligence agencies and secret societies. Jesuit order fascism hides behind a multitude of smokescreens. Indeed, yes, agreed. And without deception and manipulation, hatred, conflict, and division and fear, then their formula won't work. Indeed. Indeed. Freedom is just another word for nothing left to fear. Yeah, I feel like I think of words and the deeper, the etymologies and breaking them down, right? And I hear freedom and I just hear dumb, and that's why I feel like liberty is a better word, or easier to accept as the word of choice in that comparison. But people hear the word diplomatic immunity and they figure old will, that person must be very, he probably meant well, and they figure, oh well, that person must be very smart and well qualified to have learned them. It never occurs that it's Luciferian from Rome. Diplomatic immunity isn't prestigious or desirable, it's just a license to kill. Not democracy, demon crazy is more like it. The inducted demons mocking us. Let them know. Oh, y'all in that chat trying to let them know. Nice. Earth is planet, alright. I've done enough research to come to that firm conclusion. NASA is just a PSYOP PR smokescreen for a long-existing secret space program. Okay. I like how they're showing they live right now. Let me, see, this is the thing, right? Okay, yeah, UN has a flat Earth map, but what if they're just trying to deceive the world, knowing that people are going to look at their symbols? I mean, this is what I feel, man. I mean, truthfully, what I feel is that the Earth isn't flat, the Earth isn't round, and it's so much deeper than a shape, or it's so much bigger, And I think talking about round and flat are both part of the PSYOP. The whole thing is a PSYOP. The Earth isn't what we've been told by any means. Flat Earth is most definitely a PSYOP, but round Earth is most definitely a PSYOP. So that's, you could say that's my opinion, and maybe that is the case, but I base my opinion on the fact that, man, just critical thinking, discernment, spiritual, just intuition, and even more than that, I mean, I just know that nothing they've ever said is true, so why should I believe that what they say is true, let alone why something that's super trending, like Flat Earth, is true either. I feel that neither is true, or that both have truth, but both are missing something completely. Well, see this, I feel some truth to affirm. I can understand affirmament. I've always understood and overstood, as above, so below, right? So water's above, water's below, and the space above does look like the ocean. It is blue. People could say that's just a reflection, but anyway, I try not to get caught up in Earth and its shapes and its features, and I'm not saying it's not a worthwhile thing, but I could spend my whole entire life, going deeper and deeper into this dog hole, But 208, that's Mr. 201. Jorge Mario Bologna equals 201 in Gematria, same as the Jesuit order, and William Henry Gates, and heliocentrism, Jewish mysticism, and Bill Gates gave us Event 201. Very well said, my friend. For 18, you are wise. You are very wise for your years, my friend. Wiser than I was 11 years ago, being that I'm 29 now. But there was 2 World Trade Centers, then 0, and then 1. I love it, my friend. You learned a lot. You've learned a lot. And, I myself included, I got to give a lot of credit to Zachary Hubbard for helping me with a lot of the things that I have learned. I don't by any means give him all the credit for all of the esoteric and occulted knowledge that I've acquired, and wisdom, and and alternative wisdom that I've gained, but he has definitely added to my tool belt in a very large way, and I give him a lot of credit for that. And that is why I am grateful for finding him, and for I feel that I well deserved that wrench with that birthday wish that I gave him last year on his birthday video. But my brother Cuts, who I don't know if he's still in the chat, but man, he deserves a wrench. He's been around for a while. Speaking of wrenches, let me see if I can give Choosy Heretics a wrench. I figured out how to do this yesterday. Oh yeah. All I gotta do is go to my own stream. I just gotta go to my own stream. Oh, looks like Gigi's starting shit with me. Gigi, I found out she's a real person. I'm just gonna like that, because clearly she's I checked out her videos, and I see she made one. I see she's looking a little bit like a reptilian here with the one eye closed thing. I mean, what's that? That's kind of like when people do those exposing videos. But this is a girl who's had a wrench and then gotten a little something with Zach, because, I mean, as you can see, she's got, where's it at? Oh, did she take it down? She might have taken it down, unless it's over here. Oh, no, here it is. This is for you, Zachary K. Hubbard. Gematria man galore. But she, basically, it's just drama, and it's basically like something you'd see off of, some drama shit, man. So I was supposed to watch one of her videos, because she's just, I think, just dealing with her own thing right now. I'm going to check out whatever this channel is, Gematria Vision, because I have never seen it. And it looks interesting. Kid Cudi, Man on the Moon 3. Occultic Moon Symbolism. Jesuit Circus. Welcome to the circus 2021. Nothing to see here, just number worship in your face. Huh. Let's see what this is. I like how it's only a minute long, so I can watch it really fast. Looks like there's a 9/11 there on the screen. You know, I really need to get like a phone stand. Let me see. I got something over here. Let's see. Oh, wow. That's incredible. Wow. That is something. Look at that. 74. Wow.
The 11th of September. The Dodgers are now 1 out away.
Wow. It's literally 9:11 p.m. at this fucking game. The score is 4-5, which equals 9. And the pitcher's wearing 74. Unreal. All a coincidence, of course, you know, no meaning to it. Incredible. Incredible.
And also at 9:11 in the evening, chance of USA breaking out at Dodger Stadium.
Wow. Gotta add that to my gematria playlist for sure.
1-0.
Why does it look so blurry? Weird. Wow. Just wow. I gotta add that to my gematria playlist, man. Hold up. It's going back to this Just Trust the Science
In
stream.
this case, the top portion of the moon with the bottom portion being shadowed off supposedly
All right.
by the ball of Earth. Before I show a clip of a couple in the St. Louis area
Save to
recording
playlist.
a lunar.
And let me put it in my Conspiracy Archives playlist, which is a great playlist. Y'all should check it out. I got over 1,000, probably 1,100, well over 1,000 videos in there. 10 years of, you know, a lot of those videos are not in there anymore. They'll just look blank when you go, you know, when you go buy them. Okay, let me put it in my gematria playlist. You know, I got this Illuminati playlist is rather new. It doesn't have a lot in it. Because I just wanted to make that playlist just for specifically Illuminati related content. You know, you could say that all conspiracies tie back to them, but that's not necessarily true. Because it's said that the Illuminati's only, you know, a few hundred years old anyway. So before it was called that, I'm sure it was called something else. Just like before the Jesuit order, it was called something else. But what else is worthwhile? Transtopia is a new playlist I made too, which upon looking up the word, which I thought I came up with myself, you know, as opposed to a utopia or a dystopia, a transtopia, like what we're going into with the transhumanist agenda. I looked it up, and sure enough, it's basically an affinity towards, you know, transgenderism and the like. And of course, I always felt that it all ties into transhumanism. Transhumanism has always been what that is about. You know, being transgenderism, you know, all that experimentation with biology, essentially. And I don't think that's an opinion. I think that's based in logic. But esoteric occult playlist is pretty decent. This I Trip conscious playlist has got a range of stuff worth checking out. Plandemic Scandemic playlist, really good. I probably got like 600, maybe 700 some videos in there. And yeah, but Conspiracy Archives has a lot of what's in the Plandemic playlist, has a lot of what's in the Esoteric and Occult playlist, and an Gematria playlist. Entertain Yourself's probably got the most of all videos, because I have conspiracy related stuff. I got like funny stuff. I mean, this is kind of just like the clusterfuck playlist. But yeah, one of the reasons also why I'm making another channel is because I don't want this channel to get taken down with all these playlists. You know what I'm saying? So, and if they do choose to take it down one day, you know, fuck you, fascist tube. You know, like if that's really how you got to do me, then for spending so much time on this platform and probably making this platform so much money just from my giving away my attention to, even if it's content that adds to my my knowledge base. So, even then, it's still we're giving away our time, you know what I mean, and our attention to these platforms, and not to mention the radiation and all that shit that we're. Oh God, don't even get me started. I finally just subscribed to Truth Virus. I don't know why I'm pretty sure I was already. Pretty sure I got unsubscribed. Same with Zenith of the Alpha. I'm pretty sure I was already subscribed to his channel. But Brother Bamboo was in my chat last night, and I guess I wasn't subscribed to him, and I should have been for a while, because I've talked to him before in Zach's channel, live chats and TFRs and all kinds of stuff for a while now. I stumbled on this channel, Diary of a Grim Reaper. He's got some interesting content. And then Kev Baker, who I know was on TFR, who passed away not too long ago, supposedly, right after Rob Skiba passed away, who was another person through TFR who was big into like flat earth and biblical flat earth and whatnot. And then The Real Truth About Health. That's an interesting channel to check out. But let's see. I'm going to try this again with another subject. I'm going to try pineal. And I already feel like I know what I'll get, but I'm going to sort it by live and see if anyone right now is talking about the pineal gland. But I'm sure what I will actually get is just some binaural beat videos. See that? See how I knew? Binaural beats to unlock the God state of consciousness. But let's just scroll down just in case. Yeah, it looks like it's all... Look at that, though. There's 1,500 people watching this stream. Yep. So that's got the most right there. Wow. Oh, 1.3. Oh, this is a sleep one. How about 222? I'm just gonna try 222. And go live. See if anybody's live. It's just more. Yep, just more of the same. Wow, celebrating my birthday. What a day to have a birthday. Jeez. Let me check up on the chat. Cuts said the flat earthers lost me completely, but hey, whatever, it is curious, but I'm not convinced by any argument they ever made. Choosy said, no matter how you slice it, the earth is a jagged rock with lots of water. Flat earth is pretty much just another distraction, all divisional talking points. There's probably thousands of those. Jesuitism really don't give a fuck where the sheep are herded. In fact, they just love if we are dumb enough to be let off a cliff, as long as we are distracted and not calling for carnation revolution. I'm really thinking I got to look more into this carnation revolution, my brother, because it's sounding like... It's sounding like what sounded like something Zach would be down with. So
has always been in plain sight.
Maybe he just doesn't know enough about it.
With the moon
Lil Bank TV
and the sun on them.
Be back again, chatting and reacting.
And you'll see that hour hand next to the moon.
Isn't this Lil like Dirk or some shit, or Lil? I don't even know. I don't even care. I'm not going to click on this right now.
The moon moving slow, and the sun relatively moving at a faster rate.
All right, dude. The earth is flat. You win. You win. I'll just give it to you there. You won. It's like... Let me catch up here. Wow, streaming for almost an hour. That's incredible. So Cuts asks, what is that? Carnation Revolution. I've never heard that one before. Choosy said, when you're searching for articles to read about Carnation Revolution, also search the key phrases. 25th of April Revolution and Captains of April. I don't know. Can you summarize what it is? The Carnation Revolution was Portugal April 25th, 1974, expelled fascism largely in one single day. Of course, Jesuit order historians call it communism. That was overthrown. Oh, we just hit an hour. It was Roman, all nations are essentially Roman, cartels, and Jesuit order fascist by any other label or name, and behind whatever unique or mundane same old smokescreens. When your nation is fascist and you can have no shame, hope of political solution, then the standing military officers can unite cohesively with the constitutional keys and make arrests. The authority of a united military supersedes all government branches combined, and the institutions in Pain Gang, Madison, and Pharma, etc. Even the religious sector is not immune. After the peaceful Carnation Revolution of Portugal in 1974 and military tribunals for fascists, no one was executed. They were given prison or exile. The abuse of military and civilians. The Carnation Revolution ended simultaneous colonial imperial wars in 4 nations in Africa, which otherwise were a steady sacrifice on both sides with no end in sight. Portugal was spending 40% of its national budget on the wars. And the military, while the nation was in horrible poverty, 25% of the literacy rate, and fascism surveillance targeting of individuals and groups. Oh, yeah, of course, 208 and Cuts. Yeah, much love, brothers, Appreciate y'all for being here, and tuning in. Choosy said, Pain Gang is banking. Let me see how far behind I am here. 14 minutes on chat. Okay, not too bad. Pain Gang is banking. There are a multitude of secret societies, intrinsic, problematic corruption. They all use derivatives of the same Jesuit blood oath for induction. All our Roman loyal... Autocorrect is killing you. Yeah, I think so, man. Autocorrect definitely seems like it's fucking you up right now. Let me see this Bob Saget predictability. This is when he predicts his own death? This is his last interview, I believe, with BJ Novak from The Office.
So I don't have long to live. These are your favorites. I'm going to be found dead in bed.
You better watch out.
I don't know if you know this. I think I told you one time when I met you when you were 21. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
I'm gonna die. I'm getting old too quick.
I know that
you? How old are you? Are you 30?
39.
You're 39?
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die.
I mean, eventually. He's really proud of that. But yeah, walking into that
That
second
is...
time, man, I will always remember it. Because when I was 13 and said goodbye, I thought that was it, that I would never see this family again.
Yeah.
I didn't know that 35, 36 years later, I'd be doing your podcast. I mean, I really had no idea about that.
I'm gonna die.
But I mean,
Wow.
I
didn't know
Wow.
you before Quantum.
Wow.
So somewhere in that time. So let's say it was 90. We knew each other from 1990.
We knew each other from the gym.
Yeah, but that's 31. That's 31 years. 1990.
Oh my God, we're gonna die.
I know.
No, he's not. He's not.
So I don't have long to live. These are your favorites. I'm gonna be found dead in bed.
You better watch out.
Wow. Whatever happened to predictability? I like that. Straight in your face, man. Straight in your face. Huh. Interesting. Hadn't seen that one. Yeah, I wonder if he is dead or faked his own death. Kind of makes me think he faked his own death. But maybe he just knew it was coming, and who knows? We're all going to die sometime or another. It's so weird how they do this. Realizing they are is one thing. Figuring out why is another. Huh. It all relates to the Lord of the Rings code. Both family ties in Full House begin on Hobbit Day. A time traveler bumps into the child, fated to bear the ring, Saget dies 237 days after his last birthday alive. Quantum entanglement equals 237. Enchantment under the sea equals 237. Frodo was all about the 9 like the day Saget dies. Huh. Yeah, I don't know what it meant either. The character Bob Saget is dead. Likely just closes out the SAG financial books on active revenue flow and moves to posthumous mode of the estate. The actor human man in video is likely alive somewhere, witness protection program type somewhere that is admittedly done every day, and will die a natural, real death like all of us. The life insurance policy is paid out instantly like a normal death. And Bobarino gets paid off to keep a low profile and silent, all very clean money flow within the system. I am sure the specific episode numbers or guest names you showed in these predictive sequences all align to perfect gematria for the powers that be to get their sick jollies. Lastly, no, I am not a lunatic, hallucinating, nor unstable. Most of us aren't, my friend. Most of us aren't. We're just a little bit too tapped in. A little bit too tapped in for most to be able to handle. But same thing with Norm Macdonald and the way he died. Well, they were both very connected and good friends. And there was an episode, the one episode of The Norm Show that was directed by Bob Saget, I believe, was called The Ritual. Something like that. The episode itself, you know. And it was only one episode that Bob Saget directed of The Norm Show. And keep in mind, Bob Saget spoke at Norm Macdonald's funeral, who died only several months before him, just last year. But yeah, 43 years, 6 months, 11 days from the death of Bob Crane of Hogan's Heroes, who was similarly found in a mysterious way. The show where a character would spout, "I know nothing." No loss there. I'm guessing she thinks that Bob Saget was a pedophile, which might be true, as a lot of these people may be, or probably are. A lot of times I guarantee you, though, that they portray a lot of these celebrities as things that they're not, when they're actually not bad seeds, when they're actually, let me see if I could rest this here. This will make it a lot easier for me to, oh, look at that. Oh yeah, there we go. If I can just get it steady. Let's see here. I don't have to hold the phone and radiate myself. Bear with me a second here. Let's get this nice and centered. I guess it doesn't have to be perfect, right? Maybe if I flip it. But yeah, a lot of these celebrities, I think, get blackmailed isn't the right word, but essentially, essentially, I think a lot of these celebrities get, if they're not really down with the agenda as much as the powers that shouldn't be would like, then I think the powers that shouldn't be, use the media against them. And a lot of times these celebrities end up just caving and just becoming sick fucks anyway, or more sick than they, were. So instead of just being down with the heterosexual orgies, now they're down with the pedophilic orgies. They're down with the because they know that one way or another, right, they're gonna get blackmailed anyway. They're gonna get portrayed in a negative light anyway. So anyway, let's see what other comments we got here. Dead 6 + 6 + 6 weeks before the 6 + 6 + 6 year anniversary of the Olsen twins. So I'm guessing dead 18 weeks before the 18-year anniversary of the Olsen twins SNL episode. 18 years is 6 + 6 + 6 years is also 6 times 6 times 6 months. So 18 years is What is 36 times 6? 72, 144. Huh. I'd have to check the math on that, but maybe, yeah. Who talks about death BS? What? What is the significance of 118? Anyone? All right, let's get out of here. See what else we can find in the interwebs. You know, here we go again. I see this guy leaving this a lot. July 4th, 222, meaning this year. I just saw his comment somewhere earlier today with a link that I didn't click on. Oh, it's one of his videos.
2911.
Oof, 22 minutes long. Oh, wow, 22 minutes. Well, 21 minutes and 55 seconds long.
29/11/2001.
Which rounds up to 22 minutes. Interesting. Not about to watch this whole thing.
23666. We'll calculate to 322 minutes. Now to 3.
See, it's unfortunate, but one of the only decoders I really watch, like as far as long videos go, long streams, admittedly, is Zach, because he's able to hold my attention with his, crazy
11.
ways about him, and I just consider him a brother and whatnot. So it's kind of like, and a teacher, and so it's hard to,
We get 2
and just this, I don't know, waiting for the King of Kings.
That calculates to 598.
Interesting. I mean, it's possible, right, that the new earth that so many so-called new agers talk of, which I tend to do a lot of meditations about new earth, might be about the embodiment of a newer, upgraded human avatar, which might be what waiting for the return of the Christ is really about, which I can get down with that. I can get down with new planetary alignments and whatnot, causing a upgrade in our vessel, in our form. But returning for a literal, you know what I'm saying, external savior in the form of a white Christ coming down from the clouds. I just don't know how I feel about that, because I feel like that will be Project Bluebeam. I feel like that will be the biggest psyop that ever was. Very, very possibly. Very possibly.
246 years of America.
Economic systems don't make nations fascist, as all economic
Now we know
systems have been proven thoroughly corruptible by the minions of Rome. It is specifically and precisely the toxic nationalism of Luciferian inducted Roman minions with no national loyalty that makes nations fascist. Knights of Malta are a notorious, very well informed, inside trading ring of shameless, both foreign and domestic warmongering. They report directly to Cardinal with diplomatic international immunity.
Plus 20 is to 3. Now, I don't think Biden will be there. He's at 281. With Kamala Harris, the only president in history of the United States, the only female president. She was president for 85 minutes. 85 minutes. While Biden did
Let's see what Bamboo posted today.
Check in hospital. She is
The bombing of Dresden,
85
Germany,
years
1945,
behind
World War II.
Biden, and Nancy Pelosi.
That's from 8 days ago, though.
5:30 at night.
So it looks like today he posted
So,
something
because
on
Biden is 120
Jackson 5's first appearance. Interesting.
9/11.
Something hockey related.
9/11 happened. And,
Something Muhammad Ali boxing related. A decode.
Trump is 18 ahead. Difference between Biden and Trump is
Let's see what else we got.
minutes.
I got, wow, almost 300 subscriptions, man.
Alert.
That is a lot of channels.
So because it's moving that 20 years plus 296,
Just wow.
and we have Kamala Harris there, the difference is
Oops.
120. The 120 gets
Let me
us
catch up on the chat.
200, 296 plus the 20, yeah? As I've shown in my last video.
Any nation that has a cardinal sign is going to have inducted Knights of Malta doing the same damn thing within all nations, waging war on the citizens from within.
Because that gives us
Even North Korea has a cardinal. However, compare and contrast with a nation called Bhutan. Truly an amazing nation, and they don't have a cardinal or Knights of Malta, apparently. Watch a couple of short videos about Bhutan. It's well worth the investment. Phone's gonna die. Good night, Brother Sean. Have a blessed 2/22/22. Night cuts and choosy. Alright, 208. I probably already missed you, man, because this is from 20 minutes ago.
That's a 69-day span. Yeah. And then we have another 23.
Choosy said, because of the squeaky clean intentions, principles, and dynamics, and proven successful history of Carnation Revolution, it's not a subject that's subject to censorship.
9/11 finished on the 628th minute mark and leaves 92 at the end of the day.
Huh. So if I were you, when looking for direction that makes sense and is solution-oriented, I would like to chew on to that and measure everything and everyone against that Carnation Revolution bar. If we are going to solve even one small problem with these fascists, we are going to have to solve all of them at once, and we are running out of time to do that. Jesuit order fascism is a despotic depopulation plan, and as we see, it's underway, so we better pull the emergency brake. Here's the thing about Zach and people like him. If you're telling people about Rome, which is hiding the occult in plain sight for intimidation without providing discussion solution, it's controlled opposition. I see what you're saying. Because it's intimidation, it's giving the energy away. I feel that. And, I think that's what Logan at Decode Your Reality kind of, points to. It's like,
We have 316.
So I see what you mean by that. If you're telling people about Rome, which is hiding the occult in plain sight for intimidation without providing discussing solution, it's controlled opposition. It just serves as intimidation to reinforce the powerlessness. Plus, the whole sport and celebrity thing is virtue signaling, and gambling is a distraction. I haven't been able to convince one YouTube host to go firmly in on Carnation Revolution, so I have to come to the conclusion that none of them are solution-oriented, logical, therapeutic thinkers.
We're in COVID. Silent weapons, quiet war. It's a second 9/11. That's what we're in. I've always known it's a two. It's meeting. There's a three. There's a 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
And you said,
starting point, end
I'm just catching up on your chats. It looks like I'm only 6 minutes behind now, so that's good. Maybe I'll actually catch up if you stop leaving so many comments. Let me catch up here, man. You're leaving some good
are taking us there.
Let me see here. However, I would be remiss to think that because I know they heard my message, the way they gaslit me and targeting me with passive aggression, blocking me for answering the hard questions, I myself have made content directed to General Milley and the Joint Chiefs of Staff without being harassed by YouTube and calling for Carnation Revolution. So what's up with the other creators? Well, the question is, if you have how many subscribers and how much noise and attention are you making, brother? Because, if you're not causing much of a stir, then they're not even going to care about you, you know what I mean? Because your channel's so damn small. Admittedly, I have a pathetically small channel myself, and they still, take some of my videos down and censor me, but that's because I think in a lot of ways I'm, triggering certain, I'm hitting certain trigger words and triggering the algorithm, and, with certain trigger words, and so I'm probably, tipping the AI off and whatnot. Whereas a lot of the bigger channels, I think, are actually having literal, physical people. Both are at play. I think on the bigger channels, you got the bots, you have the agents and trolls and whatnot sent from whatever freaking intelligence agency or whatever, or YouTube itself, Google, whatever. But you said something doesn't give in a major way on YouTube soon. I'm going to quit and go on to Twitter or whatever and race out. LOL. I'm a Twitter virgin. Yeah, I never have used Twitter too much at all myself. When I did, they just censored the hell out of me. They just damn. They took my channel. They took my account down. That was one time. Another time, they just would never let me post. So, I dealt with enough censorship on Twitter that I never really even got that invested in it. More than on Instagram, more than on... Basically, it's very comparable to Fuckbook, you know, to Lifelog. Very, very similar to Facebook, which I had for years and years and years without really posting much conspiratorial, so to speak, content. And so, of course, I didn't deal with any problems. But then as soon as I did, you know, as of like a few or several years ago, it became right around the time that censorship started becoming more, you know, ramping up. Especially, obviously, you know, about 2 years ago when all this CV9er stuff started.
Because we have 23,666.
You know, I stopped using Facebook now.
23.
But
that's 46. Yeah?
Cuts, said I post information on Twitter that if I make a YouTube video about they zap my channel. Yeah, I can attest to that. Cuts has got an interesting Twitter, man. I would check out his Twitter if you get the chance.
Yeah. So we need to get to 21.
Choosy said, "You hear me, Susan?" Talking about what? How do you say her name? Wojcicki? It's such a weird looking name. Wachowski. I know you say it Wachowski, but you hear me, Susan? You better tell your YouTube operative hosts to pick up the Carnation
+2
Revolution.
71.
Hold up here.
It's going 2. Yeah.
You better
Plus.
You better tell your owner to pick a Carnation Revolution torch, or I'm going to badmouth all of you on Twitter nonstop. I swear to God, Susan, when everybody hears that I left and went to Twitter, they're going to follow me, and you'll be left with a skeleton of what was once YouTube. They're funny, man. I'm great with birds. My local mourning doves love me. Even taught my neighbor's pit bull how to do dove calls.
We have 71.
Yes, the Jesuit order was preceded by the Dominican order, and the Dominican priests also always accompany the conquistadors. They always reshuffle the deck and emerge with a new name.
That's an 8. That's 2. 2, 2, 2.
The Dominican order.
So because we have...
Sure about that? It sounds...
The 182.
Gotta look into that one. If your work is powerful and important, it will cause positive effects. Yes, never underestimate the power of the cosmic law of cause and effect, karma. Indeed. Indeed. And never underestimate the power of squeaky clean intentions, principles, and dynamics to give you good connections with your guardian angels and higher power. I like that, man. You will not have your tongue ripped out if you walk that tightrope. Like I said, the squeaky clean intentions, principles, and dynamics of Carnation Revolution are not subject to censorship. Yet no hosts seem to be interested in that topic or have any natural curiosity about its proven solution or any number of proven successful revolution. They are in the club.
We're going to 246.
They're in the club, like whether they know it or not, right? In a sense, like they, you know, that's the thing that I've realized is, you know, a lot of controlled opposition, they don't realize they're controlled opposition. You know what I mean? And sometimes I wonder, am I fucking controlled opposition? You know, do I side with the system a lot more than I realize? And I'll tell you right now, I don't pay taxes. Well, let me think. For the overwhelming majority, I don't pay taxes. I don't have a job right now. And look, when I did last, you know what? Let me not say any of this online because I don't even know what, you know. My dad always told me, and it's a good rule to follow. Your mouth will get you into more trouble than it'll get you out of. But you know, let's look up the Carnation
is 246 years of America. That's
Revolution.
246 years. Yeah, 23 plus 23 is 46. Yeah, that's part of that that coded number of the 23 sequence, 23, 23.
You
23.
don't not
Now,
use the tool? Maybe you meant to say you do not use the
we have
tool?
the 71.
You said you don't not use the tool
71.
because you're afraid of losing it. That's my analogy for YouTube. I saw interactive potential for collective consciousness to rise rapidly. I got gaslit.
46, that's the 23, the 23s.
Cut said, begging the government for a solution is the problem. I have to agree there in a lot of ways.
Which gives us a 2, but it gives us the 4th of July.
But I did watch collective consciousness rise. I knocked the balls of ignorance.
Which is our 7-4.
Of so many operatives, out of so many operatives' hands.
92. It's moving there. It's gained.
Out-debated every single irrational anti-Semite until they shut up.
Explaining again, they're using that 69 plus the 2.
Cut said, no revolution necessary.
Yeah, which is 74 plus 18.
Shuji said, I feel that people have really wised up about the nature and origins of fascism and that Rome is the global center of gatekeeping for the spoiled royals invested in the world's central banking system.
So 182 minus the 71, yeah. 111 plus 115. It's 226.
Yeah, I feel that a lot of people have and are waking, so-called waking up to that too. So what do we got here? The Carnation Revolution.
In the year there, it's all connected there because it's going to that 2. Then it's going to 70.
This to me, brother, sounds like just one example of. Did you hear what supposedly just happened in Kazakhstan, where they overthrew their government in one swoop? Whether or not that's a true account or another psyop, I'm not sure. I haven't looked into enough, but that's why I'm asking you if you've heard of it, if you looked into it at all, and if so, what you know about it. The Carnation Revolution, toppling a dictator. The Eurovision revolution, when the Eurovision Song Contest ended a dictatorship. What is that about the pussy cat? What are they called? The pussy riot or something? Portugal's Carnation Revolution through the eyes of a coup leader. To me, brother, this sounds just like one example of something that's probably happened many, many times. Of something I would say without even knowing examples of, I would say it'd be common sense to say that this has happened many, many times. And that my lack of ability to name something off the spot shows me that my memory is not as good, because I know I have studied enough history that I should be able to cite a couple examples, but I can't right now. But it's also showing me that I definitely need to just touch up on my history. What is this? Ugly Carnival. France after World War II. Immediately after World War II, the French people cut hair of French women who had relationships with Nazi soldiers.
So, because we have that, we have 138.
Huh.
Yeah, that's the Trump presidential alert at 138. We have the 2. That is 3.
The far-right Marcelo Caetano government.
2 is that. That's 923. 23. Moving the 115.
Let me catch up on chat here. I feel that people have really wised up at the nature and origins of fascism, and that Rome is the global center of gatekeeping for the spoiled royals invested in the central banking system. However, like I said, that just serves as a tool of intimidation if you don't provide people that historically proven solution template. Even West Hedges, Wolf, and Chomsky have failed us. Or should I say, especially the Four Stooges appear to be no more than sincerely naive, pessimistic seminarians who purposely don't give us the obvious plan either. Trust me, it actually kind of sucks being smarter than all these people, but I wonder have it any way I feel like the only person on the planet thinking therapeutically sometimes. Looks like more political propaganda. I ran into a group of 3 cardiologists video on the homepage, and I left them a whole bunch of comments, and the guy replied to every single comment, but he just said, "Hey, Choosy, that's a lot to absorb." I post pure information, so there's no political propaganda for them to trap you in the new BS, DHS, BS spectrum. The new BS, DHS, BS. What? The new BS, Department of Homeland Security BS. Interesting. Wait, am I breaking that down right? Are you meaning to say the new BS, DHS, BS spectrum? DHS is a $5 billion per year bad joke. All they're doing is protecting the fascists, and they have maybe 30 really rude, grumpy, very dismissive telephone operators. Let's just see what this is about real quick. Huh. Well, let's do something here. So you know what? This is actually giving me a good idea, right? How looking up things that you're talking about, and how maybe I can do more streams where people who tap into my chat, who get involved in the chat, can kind of drop an idea of things to look into. Kind of like how, for example, sometimes on like Zach's channel, or on TFR, people will, call in and either mention a certain, event or ritual or whatever that happened, and he'll look into it in real time if it's worthwhile enough to him. And yeah, it would be a good way to kind of network with different people, and it would intrigue me, because then I'll have all these different things that I wasn't even aware of to look into. I mean, so, but let's watch one of my brother Cuts' videos really quick that I meant to finish that I don't think I did. I gotta work on my channel and get a banner like this, though. Not just on my new channel, but on this channel too. Let me close this damn queue. Did I save this already? Because this was a good video on this Bob Saget. Yeah, it's good enough. Let me close that out. But yeah, I definitely should have made more of a point to spend the day, working on making this new channel and stuff. But I just lack a lot of motivation, man. I lack a lot of focus and a lot of fucking shit of that nature. But let's go to, let's see if I can find it. Oh, I did watch it. No, I did watch it. Okay. I did watch it. Maybe I'll watch it again. But yeah, I really like this this damage irreversible easily video, the strengths sentient liquids, Veridios. And then the Sin P Brain versus AI round one. I like how you titled that. Man. And then Sequel LLE. I don't think I watched this one. But yeah, I wonder why nobody will mention how. Pretty sure I watched this one already, but
virus that kills E. coli. The machines that write the genetic code are error prone, so you have to work on ways to change it. But the first fundamental experiment was synthetically making this 5,000 base pair molecule, injecting it into E. coli. E. coli
safe and destructive. I mean effective. Man.
Form the virus.
This is the guy right here who told Zach about the pig heart. 201 days, the pig heart thing in the Netflix movie, the God Committee, 201 days before they talked about the pig hearts in the mainstream media, the pig heart transplant. Life is a DNA software system. If you change that software in our own bodies, you change the species. Yep. Tico knows his stuff, man. I seen Tico all around. Why can't I like his fucking comment, man? Can't like Erm's comment right there. Fucking hate YouTube, man. Go back here. Because my dumb ass is talking.
We call this a situation where the software is building its own hardware. All we did was put in a piece of chemical software, and we ended up with these viral particles that now can make trillions of copies of themselves by infecting other cells. We wanted to actually go to the extent of making an entire chromosome of a living organism. We figured if we could write viral-sized pieces accurately, we could put them together and make the whole piece. And that's sort of what we did over a series of years, accumulating in 2010 with our announcement of the first synthetic cell. And a lot of things went into that, developing all kinds of new synthetic tools, ways to assemble pieces, put them together. So, you know, this is slow, painful progress, but the end point was pretty exciting when we finally got there. There was proof of concept that we could actually do this. And we found early on, trying to transplant genomes, this key process that is fundamental to this whole field that'll, and we say this numerous times, you change the software and you change the species. So with the first genome transplantation, we isolated a genome from one bacterial species and injected it into another. And once it was there, it started to be read immediately, just like the viral DNA. And this is true now, whether it's a synthetic chromosome or one isolated from another species. Some of the early proteins produced were restriction enzymes that recognize the chromosome in the cell as foreign DNA and put it out. So now we have the body of one species. So if you were doing phenotyping, you would say this is species X. If you're doing the genome, you'd say it's species Y. And what happened after a very short period of time, we ended up, this is doing the synthetic cell, we ended up with these bright blue cells that when you interrogate them, every single molecule in the cell derived from the synthetic chromosome or the transplanted chromosome that went in there. These cells have all kinds of epigenetic phenomena. Epigenetics is still genetics. It's coded for in that linear code. So the challenge is to understand this linear code, because we know in an absolute sense that it does code for everything with cellular life. So that's where we were in 2010. We thought now that we had the practical things solved, we would design a cell from scratch. I think we promised Alicia we'd do that in 2 years, and it ended up being the proverbial 5. but we finally got there. We can also code all kinds of things in there, but life is a DNA software system. There's not a species of self-replicating replicating life forms on this planet that aren't DNA software systems. And again, if you change that software, it changes the species.
Sure. Can't make that shit up. Freaking crazy, man. Freaking crazy. Let me catch up here. They are claiming people like us are DTs, domestic teeter-totters, is what he means to say. Under the definition, it means political propaganda. I called my congressperson dozens of times over years. It culminated in me getting a rude person who refused to acknowledge the existence of the Jesuit blood oath. Yeah, well, who's going to acknowledge that when they run the show? I told them that we weren't going to be able to have a conversation in that case, seeing as how the document exists in the Library of Congress since 1913 and in 112 national libraries. Wow, really? That's interesting. That is interesting. You know, I'm just trying to be helpful. Look on my Twitter, Cuts110. The truth is terror. Nothing is more terrible or horrible and disturbing. Extremely violent, prefers, and filled with kleptomania than the objective history of Rome and its Jesuit order. Extremely violent and perverse. I reject the label of extremist or terrorist or Christian fundamentalist just because I've taken the time to learn the language and terminology of our oppressors and oppression. Cut said that's Venter selling the actual original Vex tech to D to the R to the P to the Pa on DARPA TV YouTube channel. Yeah, crazy that, man. Their YouTube is DARPA TV, man. That is a YouTube channel right there. If I've seen one before, fucking A. DARPA is just another Knight of Malta entity. They weaponize freaking everything because it's a malignant narcissist hive mind of abuse with Munchausen by proxy. Knight of Malta entity. You know, that's making me just think right quick. Let me I want to see this last video by Ancient of Days. I don't know if it was the last video. Oh, come on. Show me the fucking... You know I'm subscribed to the fucking guy, dude. Show me that shit. Show me these gospel songs. Okay, it's right there. Synthetic telepathy, touchless torture, biocybernetic beings, AI antenna, and do. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Oh, never mind. He doesn't have a new video. I guess I was probably seeing one of his older videos actually that it was being recommended, but have you ever seen any of Harold, this guy right here, Harold Couts Vela's stuff? Believes his name. Yeah, Harold Couts Vela. He is talks a lot on, you know, the Black Uther and Morgellons and whatnot, and wow, super interesting content. And have you ever caught or checked out the Age of Truth channel? Super interesting content. Feeding the Beast, biophotons. Wow, I just posted a video today about biophotons on this channel, I think. About how you gotta eat more sunlight. Gotta eat more sun. Gotta eat more fruit kissed by the sun than biophotons. Bioavailable photons. Synthetic biospheres, bioluminescence. Daemon Archon overlords. Beast system hive mind. Wow, you know this guy got more than 43 likes, you know? You know we got more than 43 likes with almost 800 views, you know? And that's just how this stupid fucking shit works, man. It's damn fucking censorship, man.
What this whole system is leading towards, folks, is
Max
complete
Egan.
digital control of everybody and a merging of human beings with AI. When you look at Elon Musk and some of the stuff he's been putting out, he's saying that it's necessary for us to merge with AI. It's going to be the only way to save us against AI completely taking over. And he's saying this needs to be done through a neural net. And listen to this.
The purpose of Neuralink is to create a high bandwidth interface
Fuck you.
such that we can be symbiotic with AI. I mean, there are a few ways to approach this, but some sort of interface directly with your cortical neurons particularly.
But doesn't that imply surgical insertion?
Not necessarily you could go through the veins and arteries because that provides a complete roadway to all of your neurons. Not necessarily you could go through the veins and arteries because that provides a complete roadway to all of your neurons. Your neurons are very heavy users of energy, so they need high blood flow. So you automatically with your veins and arteries.
Don't you wonder how much money this guy's got invested into fucking mode to the R N to the N to the A stock and similar stocks
AI extension of yourself that is also symbiotic.
with this fucking Neuralink,
Bandwidth between the cortex
and
and
this
the AI
fucking
extension of
Starlink.
yourself, such that the AI doesn't de facto separate, then that could be bad. You're already a cyborg. You don't even, well, most people realize they are already a cyborg.
Precise wireless recording of nerve activity. These are the interfaces that they're talking about. He's even talking about being able to inject
your
a vaccine
DARPA.
into people, which would put a nanomesh over people's brains. And it's
Speak of
very
the
interesting,
devil.
folks. This is what they're talking about, an interface, a cortex interface, which will link your cortex directly up with the AI grid.
Hey YouTube, it's Eric from the Ancient of Days. Today it is the 8th of August 2021. Good to be back. So my wife, she came home actually on, what was it? She was released, ready to go on Thursday. We had a true miracle. Her white blood cell count doubled overnight from Wednesday into Thursday, and she was like over 1,600. But because she had some other side effects going on, it kept her till Friday. It was a stress relief, and I crashed for a couple of days, 2-3 days even possibly. I mean, I was out. I slept a lot. But also what happened was my software has not been working. It's been crashing and whatnot, and I'm getting a lot of harassment, especially after this last video I did here, War Between Realms, AI Counterfeit World. Now, most people may say, it's no big deal. There wasn't that much in that video, but every single time I release having anything to do with technology, boy, the gang stalking, the harassment, the targeted individual assaults just amp up tenfold, my friends. So I hope you guys are enjoying the video thus far. We're going to look at a few things. I want to give special thanks to Freak from Evil blog page. I'll keep her link in the description box as well as pinned in the comment board. But she sent me this the other day, but I just was out of it and I never got around to doing the video. Oh yes, that's right. Also on Friday, I had this video all set to go when this news was more recent, but then my computer crashed when my wife was on her way home with her dad, my father-in-law. So I didn't have time to get all the tabs up in place and everything. Guys, praise God, but buckle up, guys, because we know where things are heading with this vaccination campaign. And, of course, with this AI interface that I've been showing you guys here, it's got to do with this stuff here, okay, the graphene oxide. You guys remember, okay, that graphene is an excellent conductor. It's highly magnetic, okay, and it's a great conductor for electricity and heat. As well, it is extremely durable. Let's take a look here at some of this. Okay, some of these videos I'm not going to play because they're kind of gory, but it shows here someone actually dug out graphene oxide out of someone's arm. Okay, so why would they be putting, I'm going to turn the volume off on this, okay? It says in the video below, you'll see how graphene oxide assembles in the body. It's self-assembling. Look at this. Let's open this up. This is from Freak from Evil blog page. I still call her Casey. I hope it doesn't bother you, Casey. But yeah, so check it out. Look at it. Self-assembling nanotechnology. I'm not prepared today, guys, in case you haven't realized, all right? So that's what's happening on the inside of our bodies. So somebody actually pulled some of this stuff out of them. Now, if you remember recently, I showed you this. Why else would they have something that's highly magnetic within you, that's also a great conductor of heat and electricity, if they weren't using this as an interface? Right here, it shows how the ambient air, or the ether, if you will, the ambient air has been charged with electromagnetic radiation, extremely low frequency. This was a video I took, and it's in private. I took it on the 2nd of July. Okay, I could pretty much do this any day or at any time I want and show you the electromagnetic pulse in the air. Well, back on July 2nd, with no volume, let's look at it. You'll see the pulse in the air. You see this? These are my trees. That's an electromagnetic pulse. They have gone ahead and they have electromagnetized the ambient air. If they've gone and electromagnetized the ambient air that is around us, that is because this synthetic counterfeit AI world that they created all around us, we're being upgraded into a new form of transhuman. As Elon Musk himself had said, that video goes back a couple of years. He said, you guys are cyborgs already, and you don't even know it. Well, they need to upgrade us further to keep up with that AI, because as Elon Musk out of his own mouth had said that we'd be equivalent to the house pet or the house cat, something like that, he said, in intelligence, if AI was to advance even in a benign way, which it has not. This is an electromagnetic charged ambient air that's all around us. We are filled with these nanometals, and apparently people that have been getting this jab are also filled with this stuff right here. Okay, this shows us what it would be like in the body. Self-assembling nanotechnology. Okay, and then this person here actually cut this out of their own skin. Okay, I'm not gonna play it because it's too bloody, and I don't want to get a. That's what they. There you go. Graphene oxide cut out of the injection site. I don't want to get a hit for over 18 because that gets then buried down at the bottom of the file. Nobody gets to watch your video. So there it is. Somebody dug that out of them. So then when we scroll down here, I want to show you guys this here. The magnetic video, now especially the one with Mark Anthony Steele. I'm going to stop after he's talking because he's the weapons expert that actually dissected the LED.
I've heard Mark Steele is an agent before, but
untested,
you know, everyone gets accused of being an agent. So
the LED lamps in the EU and in UK rather.
And try to know.
Guys, let's watch this from Mark Anthony Steele from the UK. Very important.
Anybody wants to share this with any of their friends who've had the magnet challenge, stick the arm, what do they what's in the arm? I'm telling you, it's an antenna.
A lot of this is old news.
Look, he's just falling down her arm.
I've seen a lot of this type of stuff already as of, I mean, you know, this is from August, so obviously none of this is new to a lot of us, to most of us, anyone who's probably on my channel. This isn't new.
A lot of videos have been getting removed. I've noticed that from TikTok and others. A lot of videos get removed. They don't like that magnet testing it. No, they don't like people knowing about the antenna. Now that would be medical practice. Anybody else give you one that magnet sticks.
But this guy talking, Mark Steele, was one of the main guys on the 5G Apocalypse documentary with Sasha Stone and some other people who a lot of people accused of also being, you know, an agent, a shill, whatever you want to call it, controlled op, whatever. Which I don't know. He very well could be. Especially considering how many views. You know, when something gets a lot of views, kind of a red flag, right? But
again, that's Mark Anthony Steele. Let's go ahead and look up Mark Anthony Steele. Give you a background on him. Okay, here he is right here. Mark Steele, of course, conspiracy theorist. Steele describes himself as a weapons expert, claiming to have worked on undisclosed projects for Ministry of Defense and studied psychology and social sciences at Open University.
Again, just because someone's labeled a conspiracy theorist doesn't mean they're not controlled opposition. I mean, I'm pretty sure Alex Jones is considered a conspiracy theorist, right? And he's very much, you know, in the club. So, you know, it's psyops on top of psyops, you know, or you know what I'm trying to say. Their tactics, their psychological tactics, their manipulation tactics are, you know, with, you know, tactics within tactics on top of layers. There's layers to the onion, you know.
So that's Mark Anthony Steele. Now I pray you guys enjoy the rest of the video. Special thanks to Casey from Freed from Evil blog. I'll leave that link in the description box as well as pinned in the comment board. Enjoy the rest of the video, guys. Bear with me over the next few days. I'm going to start getting these videos out, but I'm tied up here just with my wife having appointments. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of the video. I look forward to seeing you guys real soon. Take care.
How would that be achieved? And what if everybody doesn't want to do it? That's the question, because the neural dust that they're spraying everywhere is smart dust. And smart dust is very, very dangerous stuff, folks. It can spine your brain. There's been a lot of reports and a lot of studies that have come out regarding smart dust. And when you really look at this, folks, it appears
that's Max Egan, by the way, talking, if you don't know him.
Ray Kurzweil and
the Crow House, thecrowhouse.com.
Without the knowledge of the people.
Okay, that's going to wrap it up, my friends. I appreciate you watching. I do look forward to seeing you soon. Please bear with me as I do have a lot going on here at my house, but I will be seeing you real soon. I want to say blessings from my family to yours, and you guys have a wonderful day. Take care and God bless.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day.
I found this guy's channel in a chat today. I want to look him up. Sinbio 3.0. Maybe it was just. And then I'll sort it by channel. Let's see here. Maybe it was Synbio. Maybe it was underscore. I'm never gonna. I bet I'm never. It's. I don't think I'm gonna find it. But I wanted to see if he had any content. Too bad. Because I would have wanted to find the guy. Let's see what Brother Yarright's got going on today. Fire in Rochester, New York, Lake Ave. Oh, that reminds me. What else has he got? Yeah, apparently the UN is over there in Canada. So it seems like, if that's true, man, I mean, we already know the shit's here. You know, the NWO is most definitely here. But if anything really confirms it, it would definitely be UN troops. WW3. If you know what I mean. Oh, he's... Okay, so yeah, right, knows perdition also, I see. Alright, this is where I saw the UN peacekeepers at Ottawa protest. So, alright, what was I gonna look up? I was gonna look up, damn it, what was I just about to look up? I just said it too. Forgetfulness is a bitch. Did I say it out loud? If I did, can you drop it in the chat? Because I wanted to look it up really quick, but... Let me see. Let me catch up to chat. It looks like I'm 15 minutes behind here. DARPA is just another night of Malta entity. They weaponize freaking everything because it's a malignant narcissist hive mind of abuse with I'm guessing you meant to say Manchurians by proxy. Night of Malta entity. Auditor Act has to fuck at least one thing up. It fucking drives me crazy. You can watch it, type the correct word, and by the time you get to the end of the sentence and send it, it's changed it all. There's a Forbes article called Venter in the Vatican Worth Seeing. Forbes posted a video of General Milley's speech from the 80 Command Center opening in Norfolk, Virginia last year. It's on multiple channels, but Forbes plucked out the 20 minutes. Of course they did, man. Of course they did. Would you expect anything less? Watch that General Milley speech. It's a good speech to respond to. I've suggested to everyone, and they know the suggestion. I made a response, just kept talking into my phone on my channel. Man, I hate how this fucking chat glitches, man. I just can't read. Like, it just won't let... I swear, man. I can't help but think that it's YouTube, the app, or whatever, some type of tech within the YouTube app just purposely glitching out this chat, you know, how streamlined it works and just how fluid it works. It's just shit. It just glitches out. But, let me see here. said I've spoken to law enforcement people in multiple municipalities in my area, and I always get nods of appreciation and understanding for the info about peaceful Carnation Revolution. Then Cut said the article references a government-level bioethicist group called the Pontifical Academy for Life, Jesuit Vatican Bioethics Council, and a bunch of other deep ties. It's nice to know that local law enforcement has my back. They said they're just getting me if I have any trouble with secret Masonic police. I also find a police lock blade in my pile of leaves on the curb. I think they left me a present. All roads lead to Rome and minions and onto Rome and then onto the Vatican royal family bloodlines. The IHS play card, political anus hangs in all the courthouses and the main left turn of places like the CFR, Jesuit think tanks. Yep, Council for Relations, for sure. The more you know, the more you know. Why shit is like one of the most popular curses. Yeah, right, it's always on point. You said synthetic something. Yeah, it was Synbio, but I was trying to think of the channel and then... Ugh, man, I don't remember now. Whatever. You said, yeah, my channel is small, but the scuffle that I've caused in the comments and live chats is legendary. I'm sure I feel validated. It's the hardest job I've ever done. Yeah, same, man. The work I've put in trying to get comments to post and beat the algorithm just like today, man. I just feel like, man, I am just, you know, I am spending my time and energy really trying to just get this one comment to post to some freaking lemming who isn't gonna probably listen anyway. You know what I mean? Try to bring some attention and awareness to somebody who really try to save their ass, really try to help them out, and it'll probably just fall on deaf ears anyway. So I just sometimes feel like, man, I'm really just really truly and utterly in definition by definition wasting my time and energy. Sometimes trying to tell someone how they, because a lot of these people, they already made a terrible decision. They already made a mistake. They don't want to know that they don't want to have to. They don't want to come to the realization that they've been poisoned. Because that's a really hard pill to swallow. At that point you have to. I mean, detoxing is just the beginning of it. I mean, and that whole term detox too is so misunderstood and inappropriately used. And like we can just like take some shots of ginger juice and be okay. Take some shots of greens powder and or some colloidal silver. And I mean, when you mix different things together, I mean, you're more likely to you're definitely going to increase the likability of a true cellular detox, a blood detox. But there's an actual process you have to go through, and I don't even claim to be super knowledgeable on that subject as far as the actual step-by-step process of how you do that. But I know that you got to detox the blood. You got to detox this on a cellular level. So I think fasting is a huge part of it. I mean, I think for a true detox, you know what I mean, you have to fast, and in a fasted state, then induce autophagy, cellular purification, blood purification, and elimination, and stuff like that. But controlled opposition. What did you say here? Controlled opposition YouTube hosts are surfing on the waves of pain and dysfunction and confusion and chaos. They are running intimidation with only supposed humor. I'm tired of tugging at the dresses of drama queens who already have made millions. I'll be damned if I'm going to send them a super chat after they have been rude to me and gaslit me. Sujan Wachowski. Okay, so let's see. Whoa. Hold up a second here. Yeah, it's really annoying to read chat, so I'm probably gonna fucking lay off the chat, reading the chat for a little bit, because and this stream, I think I might want to go for 2 hours and 22 minutes, which leaves me another just under 20 minutes. So let me just show you out of my almost 300 subs what some really good ones are in case you aren't aware. I'm not going to show the ones I already showed last night, like Brian Scott, Gematria Fake News, Days of Noah, Donut Factory, Andrew Kaufman, I guess, yeah, Ancient of Days, my brother Bart, Seek Truth 101, Wise Wake Up is 1984, Yeah, Right, The Matrix, Thoughts, Camera, Action, I'm not going to say Mark Passio. Press for Truth, man, he's getting a lot of coverage at these protests, which makes me think, and I mean, he's got 273,000 subs, right? It makes me wonder, you know, some of these so-called truthers and whatnot, it's just interesting that some of their stuff's able to stay up, 9/11 decade of deception, 2 million views, 2 million. Maybe it's because they just don't really get to the nitty gritty. But how do you not get to the nitty gritty? I mean, I could see someone who's really truly about truth, but who never on their own really cares to get to the down to the nitty gritty. Because by staying on not the surface, but like just staying a few layers deep, I think you are able to survive and not have your stuff taken down and stuff like that. And maybe that's what it takes a lot of the time, is that, by not going, too deep, you're able to survive. I don't know. Or or this guy right here is controlled. Like we are change. Like maybe like Anomaly right here. I don't know. Considering he was batting for Trump at one point. I think there was a video by Shaking My Head Productions I wanted to catch. I wanted to see. I mean, look at this. Some of these things he puts out. This is almost 3 hours long right here. This is over 3 hours long. Lucy in the Sky with drops of Jupiter in her hair. This is a great channel. Very entertaining. Very, as you can see, I got the bell set to all videos because I really enjoy a lot of his, videos, man. How to recognize a dystopia. Let the games begin. All about the Olympics right here. This is great right here. The Red Dragon Reloaded. I mean, wow. And I think I might have been watching it and fallen asleep because it was super late at night when I was watching it. And so I probably only watched not even an hour of it. But of what I did watch, wow. Just wow. Deltacron and the Fifth Wave. Eyes to see and ears to hear. But let's see what else we got here. Mind Unveiled is pretty interesting, man. Oh wow, looks like they just hit 100,000 subs. Good for them. But yeah, all on Tartaria and Esoteric Wisdom, Astral Plane, Occult Spiritual, Alternative Health. There's a good one right here. Microorganisms and Demons, Mind Control. Parasitic mind control, man. Very seldom talked about subject. I know See Through the Script posted a video today, something about the occult origins of like rock. Yeah. Rock's obsession with occultism.
Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your boy, See Through the Script, and today I want to talk about the music industry, but specifically focusing my attention towards rock music. I do just want to point out that I am well aware that rock music has several subgenres. However, this video will pertain to the general genre and bands that have openly displayed their allegiance to Satan through forms of music, imagery, and even openly vocalizing it. Now, I know that some may say it's just a form of artistic expression or a deep passion for dark imagery. However, in my humble opinion, call it what you will, one must always remember that when you play with fire, you are bound to get burned. So before I get into the video, for those new here, I use the practice of English gematria, which is the practice of assigning a number to each letter in the alphabet. When you spell out a word or a phrase, you get a numerical value at which you seek the hidden patterns within them. That being said, this is also paired with
this is
factoring things like the day
very well
counts,
organized,
day or days left
well
in the
put
year,
together
and date
video.
duration. All of those are very important.
Seems like so far anyway.
Now, one could argue music as a whole is a form of magic, and many of your favorite artists would tell
I need
you
to talk to
when it
Script.
comes to music, it's truly a form of language. For example, numerical scales, musical notes, and the ability for humans worldwide to resonate and connect with each other simply over a love for a song. However, making that great song requires many components, and one of those components of the music is typically the subject matter, that being lyrics. These lyrics for certain subgenres subgenres of rock music do tend to be filled with things such as rage and frustration over loud instrumentation. Again, I'm not judging the quality of the art, more its influence it has on the listeners. Now, just to be clear, let's read the definition of the word occult. The occult, in the broadest sense, is a category of supernatural beliefs and practices which generally fall outside the scope of religion and science, encompassing such phenomena involving otherworldly agency as mysticism, spirituality, and magic. Keyword being magic. The industry uses artists to incorporate the occult into music, making music a form of magic to influence and harvest the energy of the listener. Now, you pair that with the occultic symbolism and satanic imagery, this could lead to negative vibrations engulfing those who choose to consume it, as we said. Now, I think it's fair to say that rock music, for the majority of the time it's been around, has teetered the line between music and downright Satanism. Granted, the genre has been around for so long, I truly couldn't show every example, and I'm bound to miss some really good ones. However, here are a few extremely clear numerical tributes to Satan from rock bands still active today, as well as just going over examples of how the occultism, mysticism, being Kabbalah, is incorporated within this music industry. So for the first example, I'm going to start with the rock artist who undoubtedly carries the Satanism agenda on his back single-handedly, being Marilyn Manson.
His influence on young minds.
The pedo himself.
And their fury on a local radio show this morning. I'm just thoroughly disgusted with this group totally, like I'm sure a lot of other people are. And like you said, other people said, they, to me, are a hate group. And I put them right up there with the KKK, skinheads. They're just out to recruit others, to hurt people. Marilyn Manson foes say they only have to point to these kids to prove how dangerous the music can be. Rod Farrell and his followers in the Western Kentucky vampire cult are huge Marilyn Manson fans. The accused murderers have said Marilyn Manson's music touches something dark in them. And then there's Natasha Cornett, the alleged leader of an Eastern Kentucky cult charged with killing 3 members of a Tennessee family. She's told her lawyer she believes she is the daughter of Satan and that she wants to meet Marilyn Manson. Cornett says the band helped spread her satanic message. Of course, this is a new battle over an old issue. In May 1984, Ozzy Osbourne came to town and his visit caused quite a ruckus. Osbourne had bitten the head off of a bat not long before his trip to Louisville, as parents and church leaders were worried about his satanic message. When I think that this group here makes Ozzy Osbourne look like Mr. Rogers. Marilyn Manson has met opposition in many other cities so far, sometimes even violence. Protesters here say they want peace, but they want parents to beware.
And Rolling Stone went on to dub him the Antichrist Superstar. Marilyn has been known for years to be very outlandish and do things on stage such as tearing up Bibles, making his band participate in pain rituals, sleep deprivation, and copious amounts of mind-altering drugs. That being said, he released an album titled Heaven Upside Down in 2017, and as expected, there are esoteric droplets riddled throughout the album. Before explaining the 2 obvious examples, I just want to point out the gematria of the album title in cohesion with the name. Heaven Upside Down, Marilyn Manson, equals 137. Notice that this matches with the phrase mind control, which equals 137. And as you saw from that clip
Mind
earlier,
control
clearly
to
the music that these
Major
artists put out
Tom.
is influencing others and mind controlling them ultimately. Now notice track number 4 on the album is titled Say 10. Obviously this sounds a lot like the word Satan, but with gematria one could see that words like God and Satan both equal 10 in gematria. Think about
He's
what
got
the
a
subject
song,
matter
I think,
always is
called You
revolving
Say
around.
God,
It's
I
Marilyn
Say
Manson. And moving on to
10.
track number 6, Marilyn Manson pays tribute to the Roman god Saturn that governs time, limitation, and death.
Maybe it's an
or what others
album.
refer to as being the god of the occult world. Now notice the numerical tribute to Saturn on track number 6 titled Saturnalia. Using gematria, one could see that Saturn equals 21, the 6th triangular number. Another interesting fact regarding Saturn is that Saturn is the 6th planet in our orbit, alongside the fact that Saturday is the 6th day of our week, named after Saturn. I think you get the joke. Lastly, notice in gematria the numerical connections between the words Saturnalia, Satan,
Gigi
Baphomet,
said
and paganism.
Brian
Now, moving
Hugh
on, you have
Warner
the rock
is
band the Foo
also
Fighters, who in
CIA.
2021 released an interesting album titled Hail
Columbine
Satan, clear play on
connection to
words regarding the
Brian.
phrase Hail Satan. Now notice this album
Next.
released specifically on July 17th of 2021. That has date numerology of 24 when you add the month plus the day. Notice in Chaldean gematria the title of the album Hail
Gigi's
Saturn
an
equals
interesting
24,
character.
alongside the words Satanism and magic. Mind you, Kabbalah is a form of mysticism, aka magic. And an interesting fact is that the word Kabbalah actually has 24 variations of spelling. Also worth noting, Hail Saturn released 223 days before the release of Studio 666. The phrase, the synagogue of Satan, equals 223 in gematria in the English ordinal cipher. This is interesting, being that in Revelation chapter 2, verse 9, in the 21st century King James Version, it states, I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Remember that we are using the Jewish practice of gematria that comes from Kabbalah to decipher this. Also, it's interesting how the word Jewish in gematria equals 29 in the pure cipher, and this verse about the Jews is on chapter 2, verse 9, like 29. Now back on track, I bring this up to only dive into their new project that will have released on February 25th of 2022, and if people didn't get the hint on their last album, this time the Foo Fighters would make their pledge of allegiance much more obvious. On the 25th of February, Foo Fighters are releasing a comedy film titled Studio 666, which is about their process spent making their 10th
saw that
studio
trailer.
album. Remember what I said about the number 10, y'all. However, let's start
Crazy.
here. From the release of their latest album, Medicine at Midnight, their 10th project, to the release of Studio 666 is a span of exactly 55 weeks. Notice God and Satan both equal 55 in gematria. What's worth noting is that 55, when you break it down, is simply 5 plus 5 equaling 10. Or the fact that 55 is the 10th and is also the 10th Fibonacci number. So a lot of
Oh, wow. Shy Divine said that Dave Grohl played Beelzebub in the movie Tenacious D. I didn't know that. I did not know that. I don't think I knew that. If I did, I forgot. But I actually hate to say, but I love that movie. I love Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny. Very funny, very entertaining.
Moving on to the date numerology of the release date, notice it has a prime numerology of 69 when you add it accordingly. This is in connection to the phrase Jewish mysticism and the Jesuit order, both equaling 69. For those who are not aware, the Jesuit order are the largest global missionary group in the world, serving as the militant arm of the Roman Catholic Church. That is currently being reigned over by the first ever member of the Society of Jesus to become Pope, being Pope Francis. Notice that the phrase Society of Jesus equals 56, like the phrase mind control. An interesting fact is that cinema's invention is credited to a Jesuit scholar by the name of Athanasius Kircher, making the magic lantern, which brainwashed many people in the 1600s and onwards due to its highly advanced technology that hadn't been seen before at that time. With all that said, notice Studio 666 is releasing on February 25th, the 56th day of our calendar year. How fitting that Studio 666 in Gematria equals 56. Lastly, notice the film is releasing on the 25th day of February. This is by no coincidence, as the word devil equals 25 in the most pure cipher. Moving on, we have another rock band that has entrenched themselves with occultic imagery throughout their careers. That group is
Satan.
Now, this has to be one of the most blatant usages of Gematria in the audience's face. In the year 2008, the band Slipknot released the album titled All Hope Is Gone. Now, track number 2 was given a very interesting title. The name of the song is Gematria the Killing. Again, this video is going over how Gematria is riddled throughout the entertainment industry, but rock specifically in this case. Now, what's fascinating is that the word Gematria, in the practice of Gematria, has a numerical value of 38. The number 38 is heavily associated with words such as death, murder, killing, and RIP. Now, 2 years later, after the release of the album All Hope Is Gone, with the track Gematria the Killing Name, the first member of Slipknot to die was Paul Gray, the bassist and the main songwriter, at the not-so-arbitrary age of 38. What solidifies this even further is that in Gematria, when you spell out Paul Gray, it has the value of 38, like his age of his death. Keep in mind, he was one of the main songwriters, one of their songs being Gematria the Killing Name. Coincidence? I think not. Now, to further stack evidence of mysticism within the music industry, notice 11 years later, the band Slipknot loses another band member by the name of Joey Jordison at the age of 46, a number heavily associated with sacrifice in Gematria, as sacrifice has the value of 46 in the most pure cipher. But what further stamps this sacrifice is the fact that Joey, the drummer of Slipknot, died at the age of 46, when their band name in Gematria, Slipknot, equals 46. Now, last but not least, how could I end this video without referencing one of the best examples of their numerical mockery in music coming from the band, The Police, of their 1983 album release titled Synchronicity, their 5th and final studio album, where they drop a huge gem using the simplest lyrics. On track number 11 of the album Synchronicity by The Police,
that's why there's so many Catholic schools used to be open in my city. Now every single one has been shut down and destroyed.
Both in numerical rituals. However, let's read through some of the lyrics for the song
all by design, all the money they got, and they went all out of business. Incredible, right? They must have got canceled, or maybe they took the money and ran.
Slip a tablet into someone's coffee, then it avoids an awful lot of mess because it's murder by numbers. 1, 2, 3. It's as easy to learn as your ABCs.
Take the money and run.
If you have a taste for this experience, and if you're flushed with your very first success, then you must try a twosome or
Turning Cake said Kiss, Def Leppard, Black Sabbath, Judas Priest, Marilyn Manson, etc.
It's a habit-forming needing for more and more.
Indeed.
You can bump off every member of your family and anybody else you find aboard, and then the hook comes back, and then the last verse. Now you can join the ranks of the illustrious in history's great dark hall of fame. All our greatest killers were industrious, at least the ones we all know by name. But you can reach the top of your profession if you become the leader of the land.
Said I think this is controlled op to drain people's energy.
It's murder by numbers.
Anything's possible, yeah.
Easy to learn as your ABCs. So I mean, I think it's fair to say that the album titled Synchronicity is trying to tell us that these numbers syncing up regarding these entertainers' deaths are by no coincidence, but rather extensive ritualistic plan. But anyways, that's my take on the intrusion of occultism, Satanism, and mysticism within the genre of rock music. As I stated at the beginning of the video, that this isn't an attack on the art or the music, rather revealing a hidden layer under the music that was meant to only be observed by our subconscious. Now I'm gonna wrap this up with a clip of rock legend Bob Dylan explaining his bargain he made with the industry. So be sure to check that out. But other than
I made a deal with
the
chief commander.
Be sure to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to your boy.
The one of this world, and
all my other links are in the description below.
Place we cannot see.
I do, but I don't take it for granted.
Why do you still do it? Why are you still out here?
Well, it goes back to the destiny thing. I made a bargain with it, a long time ago, and I'm holding up my hand.
What was your bargain?
To get where I am now.
Should I ask who you made the bargain with?
with the chief commander.
On this earth?
And in this earth, and in the world we can't see.
Yeah. Well, you know, I wanted to make this stream 2 hours and 22 minutes. So maybe we can close out with my brother Pale Horse Riders channel. And let me catch up on some comments. Don't sleep next to your phone. Let's see. Uh-oh. Don't fuck me up here. I mean, I rarely do anyway. And because I know better. And I know all about these fucking death devices that we own. But let's see.
It becomes a transmitter for electric. Right, look at how far it transmits that.
Oh yeah, definitely don't sleep next to it when it's charging, especially. The only reason I'll ever sleep next to my phone is by pure accident. Being a dumbass. Falling asleep while, you know, on it. Which happens probably once every 10 days, maybe. Maybe once every 10 days, you know, I'll accidentally fall asleep next to my phone. Maybe more, hopefully, I like to think it's more like once every 2 weeks, but then again, I often forget to put it on airplane mode, and I leave it in my room, even in the far corner. I know that's still, you know, effing terrible, you know, but it's still not by any means okay. Should be in airplane mode and still in a different room, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, you know what's really funny, Pale Horse Rider, I think I told this to you before, man, but when I let me put all, I thought I put all, at least I'm still subbed to you. They didn't unsubscribe me, but I thought I had all notifications there, but apparently not. But anyway, yeah, happy 222, man. But yeah, what I was gonna say was when I go to my smart TV and I would say, and the thing, a couple different ways I would say like Venom is about black goo. Your video was the first to come up, and I just wondered if that was because, like, you know, it knew I was signed into my account through Google, so the Google Assistant automatically, you know, was giving me something that it knows. You know, I was curious to know if that was the case, or if it was just that, you know, law of magnetism and synchronicity and all that. You know, I don't know. But here I'm coming up on 2:22, 2 hours, 22 minutes, and 22 seconds that I've been streaming. And here it is, screenshot. Bam! Oh, come on, really? Man. And look at that, it's 4:44. I mean, you just gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna cut the stream because I really just want to make it 2:22. You know what I'm saying? So it's all love. Maybe I'll maybe I'll just start another stream really quick, and we'll watch a quick Pale Horse video. So much love, y'all. Thanks for the love.